All right, pumped to be here. I hope you're having the best freaking day of your life. So, welcome to our masterclass, Modern Hero Body Masterclass, where I'm going to be teaching you how to get the leanest, the strongest, the healthiest, and the best version of yourself with the practical approaches, with a science based approach, and with some step by step guidance on a weekly basis. All right, and today we're going to start with nutrition. Today's masterclass, Mastery Nutrition, a science based approach. Nutrition is such a huge topic, and I can talk for days about nutrition. And this masterclass, if I'm going to put everything in one piece, is going to be like 8, 9 hours. And we all know nowadays with how human attention span so short. That's why no one's gonna watch it, right? Let's be honest. 8, 9 hours masterclass. So that's why I decided to break it out into episodes, smaller pieces, easier to digest. And pretty much for every episode like this on a weekly basis, I'm gonna be teaching you some specific topics of the masterclass. And at the end, I'm gonna give you some actionable steps that you can start implementing and take action today, and which will help you to see results. All right, so yes, today we're going to talk about nutrition, and in today's masterclass, we're going to learn how to fuel your body right for optimal fitness results. We're going to get better understanding of macronutrients, and I'm going to share with you some power habits that will help you to start seeing results really, really fast. That I was able to help my clients to get these results really fast. All right, so first, let's start with who am I and why listen to me, right? My name is Vlad Pidubny. I'm certified personal trainer, nutrition coach, and strength and conditioning coach. Been in the fitness industry for almost a decade. So, also want to show you some proof of my work. I help to lose hundreds of pounds of body fat. I transform over 200 clients with my Modern Hero method, and I'm on a mission to help you to become the best and the healthiest version of yourself and not to sell you. I truly believe that you genuinely want to help others to become healthier, to change their lifestyle, or to change even their the whole life. The universe will bless you back with more. So that's my approach to this. That's why I'm genuinely want to help you here. That's what I'm getting from it. Okay, so in today's masterclass, we're gonna go over three topics. Right, the first one we're gonna talk about nutrition mindset. So basically, we're gonna get introduction, what is nutrition, and how to create a right mindset around nutrition. Second of all, we're going to go over understanding of macronutrients. So, what new micronutrients we have, and we're going to break it down each of them. We're going to calculate also your needs, right? So, how much, those new micronutrients your body needs to fuel yourself properly and function properly and to see results. And at the end, I'm going to share with you two power habits that's been super helpful. I've been using them for years. My clients been using them for a long time, and it's going to help you if you're going to start implementing them. It's going to speed up your process really well. So please stick to the end. You're going to see those habits. I'm going to share them at the end. All right, so let's jump right into it. So the first, we're going to start with introduction to nutrition. Nutrition, what is nutrition, right? Nutrition isn't just about eating less or more. It's about eating right. The right balance of nutrients can fuel your body's needs, support metabolic health, and enhance physical performance. A thoughtful approach to nutrition can transform your fitness journey, turning goals into achievements through the power of food. That's how I want you to look at nutrition. The modern diet often leans heavily on processed foods, unfortunately, which can lead to nutritional imbalances and health issues. By focusing on whole, nutrient dense foods, we can improve our health, enhance our performance, and even influence our mood and cognitive function. A well structured nutrition plan doesn't just help you achieve your fitness goals, whether they're related to weight loss, muscle gain, or endurance. It's also about promoting longevity and enhancing the quality of your life. So, guys, that's how I want you to look at nutrition. Nutrition, this is the fuel for your body, but also, probably you heard this phrase before, you are what you eat, right? And this is so true because through the quality of food, you can enhance and improve the quality of your life. So please, I want you to change your mindset and look at the fuel, right? At the food, nutrition as the fuel, which will can improve the quality of your life and promote longevity. All right, so next one, we're gonna get better understanding of macronutrients. So let's dive into the science of macronutrients. Think of your body as a high performance engine. Carbohydrates are the premium fuel. Proteins are the building blocks for repair and growth. And the fats lubricate the gears, ensuring everything runs smoothly. So you imagine your body's powerful engine or your sport car, right? So would you put a regular gas in the new Lamborghini? Probably no, right? You would use premium fuel. The same, I want you to think about your body as a sport car. And I want you to fuel your body with a premium, nutritious food. All right, guys. Now I want you to get better understanding of each macronutrients. So carbohydrates should be your primary energy source, right? Primarily comes from whole grains, fruits, and vegetables, and fuel both your brain and muscle function. Carbohydrates, it's not your enemy. You probably heard this before. Over consuming carbohydrates, which is really common nowadays with all the processed food. You can see carbs everywhere. Pretty much every single nutrition label has ton of carbohydrates. That's why when you're over consuming them and your body doesn't use it as an energy, of course, all that extra additional energy will be stored as a fat. But if you're using in the right amount and with the right foods, then your body will use it as your energy, primary energy source. Proteins are the building blocks of your body, essential for tissue repair and growth. Prioritize lean sources like meat, fish, eggs, legumes, and dairy. Yeah, protein, this is your building blocks. That's how we repair and grow with the protein. And last but not least, third macronutrient is fats, particularly unsaturated ones from the nuts, seeds, avocados, and oil fish, support cellular health and hormone production. All of them, guys, all three macronutrients, carbohydrates, protein, and fat, are equally important. And I don't want you to neglect any of them. Again, it's all about the quality of food that I mentioned before. You want to fuel your body with. All right, so we broke it down now. What is nutrition? We broke it down the main macronutrients. So now we're gonna calculate what is your needs. So specifically for your situation, like I said, I'm gonna give you some actionable steps that you can follow along during this masterclass. We're gonna calculate together. Calculate your needs by finding your TDEE. So what is TDEE, or total daily energy expenditure? It's a crucial figure that represents the total number of calories one needs to consume in a day to maintain their current body weight, considering their level of activity. And how we can calculate it, right, Vlad? So you're probably going to ask me, Vlad, how we can calculate this TDEE. So guys, pretty simple. You can Google it, TDEE calculator, or simply go to tdecalculator.net. I already providing everything here. And so you can see here, it's with just few simple metrics like your gender, your age, your weight, your height, and your activity level, which is also important. We're going to talk about this in a second. With this metrics, we're gonna find out specifically for you how many calories you need to consume in order to maintain your body weight. And for this example today, I'm gonna take as example Jeff, but like I said, you can do it for yourself. So Jeff is a 40 years old man. As you can see, really positive person. And he weighs right now 205 pounds, and his goal to lose about 25 pounds of body fat. He's 5'8", and his activity level, like I told you before, you want to be really honest with yourself. As you can see, he's working for 8 to 10 hours a day in the office, and he's definitely has sedentary lifestyle office job. But you have to choose for yourself and be honest with yourself. If you like a little bit doing something here and there, you can pretty much count this level of activity as sedentary. If you work out once or twice a week, you can go with the light exercise. You have moderate exercise, and heavy. You have a couple more options there. But for most of people, I would say the first three, whether sedentary, light exercise, or moderate exercise. And like I said, be honest, because this is really going to impact your TDEE. All right, guys. So simply by finding for Jeff, based on his metrics, we're going to calculate what is his total daily energy expenditure. And it gives us pretty accurate information. As you can see here, I circled, we have about 2,200 calories. So this is our TDEE. This number is crucial from planning your diet, whether you aim to maintain, lose, or gain weight. So remember this number and, of course, find it for yourself. I want you to take step by step, and I want you to please find this number for yourself. All right, so what we can do now, right? Applying TDE to nutrition planning. So simply, to maintain your weight, consume calories close to your TDE, right? So this is your maintenance calories. We're going to eat exactly that number. For Jeff, it's about 2,200. He's going to stay exactly in that 205 weight. But if you're trying to lose weight, create a caloric deficit by consuming fewer calories than your TDE. A safe deficit is generally about 20% of 500 calories less per day to aim to about a pound of weight loss per week. So go with 20% will be my really recommendation. If your TDE over 3,000 calories, which 20% will be more than 600 calories, then I would go with the middle ground starting by 500 calories. But for most of the people, for example, for Jeff, by his example, he's 2,200 TDE, so 20% is about 400 calories deficit will be for him. So please calculate it for yourself. And like I said, go about 20% deficit. All right, in order to gain weight, consume more calories than your TDE, focusing on the surplus of 10% of about 300 calories for gradual, healthy weight gain. You don't want to go too crazy because you're going to start creating really high caloric surplus. You're going to start gaining a lot of fat. So that's what we're trying to avoid. All right, so probably going to ask me, Vlad, okay, so 20% deficit. I'm trying to lose, let's say, 20, 30 pounds. How about I'm going to go 40, 50% deficit from my TDE, and I'm going to lose so much weight so much faster, right? I have this question asked so many times, and this is a really great question that I want to cover in today's topic as well, and why I don't recommend to go 40, 50% deficit, or it's called crash diet, when you stay in a really, really small, fewer calories, really large caloric deficit. That's what I mean. And it all goes into your BMR, guys. You'll see this number actually right close, right next to your TDE. It's going to calculate it for you too as well, your base metabolic rate. And this number also really important. For Jeff, it's about 1,800 calories. So it's going to calculate it for you too. And the BMR, or base metabolic rate, is the amount of energy or calories your body needs to perform basic life-sustaining functions such as breathing, circulation, cell production, nutrient processing, protein synthesis, and ion balance. And if you're going to go on the crash diet, if you're going to try to go 40, 50, 60% deficit from your TDE, which I highly don't recommend, and you'll see right now why. Because you're thinking, yeah, I can cut 1,000+ calories. I can stay in just, apple and tuna every day on one salad, and I'm going to lose so much weight. But consuming calories significantly below your BMR can lead to a lot of side effects and health issues, guys. And I'm going to break it down for you here. So we have 6 of the main ones. All right. So the first one is nutritional deficiency. Eating too few calories often means not getting enough essential nutrients, including vitamins and minerals, which can lead to deficiencies and related health problems such as anemia, weakened immune system, osteoporosis, and decreased bone density. Second one, muscle loss. When you don't consume enough calories, your body can start to use muscle protein for energy, leading to muscle loss, which is definitely not what we're looking for, right? We work so hard at the gym to build that muscle, and imagine with that so high caloric deficit, you're going to start losing. Your body's going to start eating your muscle first before it's going to start diving into your fat cells. Also, decreased metabolic rate. Consuming too few calories can cause your metabolism to slow down as your body tries to conserve energy. This can make it harder to lose weight over time and can lead to weight gain once you start eating a normal amount again. Fatigue and low energy levels. Not consuming enough calories can lead to a lack of energy, making you feel tired and lethargic. This can negatively impact your daily activities, work performance, and exercise routine. Definitely not something we're looking for, right? We want to have high energy, we want to have high performance, we want to have productive days, and we want to have energy to work out. Also, hormonal imbalances. Severe calorie restriction can disrupt the production of hormones such as leptin, ghrelin, thyroid hormones, and sex hormones. It's going to even impact your sex drive. which also really, really bad side effect for us men. Mental, and also last but not least, mental health issues. Restricting calories too much can affect your mental health, leading to an increased risk of mood swings, depression, and eating disorders. This is a big one too. And like I said, so guys, there's so many side effects. I'm not trying to scare you from all of this negativity here, but I'm just trying to educate you. So how many side effects can be when you're trying to go on a crash diet and looking for a shortcut. All right, guys, so we already covered what is nutrition and how to wrap your mindset around nutrition. This is the fuel for your body to improve your quality of life. Also, we broke it down macronutrients. We talked a little bit about carbs, protein, and fats, and I gave you a couple of the best examples what you can consume in order to get all those macronutrients. Also, we already calculated based on your TDE, the caloric deficit that you need to be having in order to start losing the weight. And we also covered why it's so bad to go on a really crash diet and really big caloric deficit. Now, at the end of our masterclass, I want to share with you two power habits that helped me for years. I've been using and helped a lot of my clients to get and stay in the best shape. So, this power of fasting and power of tracking. All right, let's get with the first one. So, power of fasting. What is fasting, right? Probably definitely heard before. Maybe some of you already using it. So, fasting, guys, this is a powerful tool which basically helps to eliminate your eating window during the day. If we can eliminate eating window during the day, it means we can consume fewer calories, right? Simple as that. So, there's no magic, but still, this is a really powerful tool. And there's the benefits of fasting. So, why it's powerful tool? First and foremost, it's enhanced metabolic efficiency. By restricting eating time, fasting can improve metabolic health, aiding in more efficient fat use as energy. It also promotes autophagy. This is the body's way of cleaning out damaged cells in order to regenerate newer, healthier cells. Autophagy is a critical maintenance mechanism for cellular health and longevity. And also it improves health markers. Studies shows that fasting can improve numerous risk factors for heart disease such as blood pressure, cholesterol levels, triglycerides, and inflammatory markers. Importance of fasting for fat loss. Like I mentioned before, caloric deficit. Fasting can naturally lead to reduction in caloric intake, essential for weight loss. So you'll eat less calories the smaller window you have. Shifts fuel source, encourages the body to shift from using glucose to fat as its primary energy source, leading to fat loss. And hormonal benefits. Fasting affects hormone levels, particularly insulin and human growth hormone, both important for fat loss. And I want to share with you guys some tips for making fasting easier for fat loss. First, start slowly. Begin with shorter fasting periods and gradually increase the duration to help your body to adjust. I would highly recommend starting with like 3-4 hours in the morning or 3-4 hours before bed. And guys, work your way up. Again, the first week or two, your body, especially if you've been eating breakfast, your body will feel the challenge. So definitely it's going to be challenging, but there's the ways you can push through that hunger. And like I said, the goal, ideally, a goal to get to about 8 hours eating window. There's a couple ways, couple plans you can follow. You can start the easiest, simplest fasting method. It's 12 by 12. So 12 hours eating window, 12 hours fasting. Next one, it goes 16-8. So 16 hours fasting and 8 hours eating window. And it's a little bit more aggressive. It's 24. So you fast for 20 hours and eat for 4 hours. So I would highly suggest to get to the 8 hours in the window and 16 hours fast. It's totally doable. It's going to take you, like I said, maybe a couple days to push through, but this is, I think, the most easiest way and the healthiest way to get to that in the window. So, and the ways you can structure it, again, it's up to you based on your day. But like from my standpoint, like for what I've been using, a lot of my clients been using, the morning fast works the best. Let me explain why. So first of all, so another tip to stay hydrated. So when you drink plenty of water, as well as non-caloric beverages like black coffee or tea, it will help to manage hunger. And also stay busy. Keeping yourself occupied can help distract from hunger during fasting periods. And that's why I really suggest to try in the morning, because you can implement those easier in the morning. It's easier when you wake up to stay busy. You can start getting all your most important tasks of the day. When you get busy, you forget about food and you can push through that window. Also, staying hydrated. You can drink plenty of water in the morning, and also you can have some coffee or tea that will help to manage that hunger. In the evening, again, it's totally different for everyone, but from my standpoint, evening sometimes it's harder. In the evening, when you're tired and you get home, you had a long day, so you watch the movie or read the book, and most likely, more likely, you'll reach out for that comfort food, or you'll try to snack on something and you'll break your fast. So I highly suggest trying the morning and start with 3 4 hours and work your way up maybe to 5 or even 6 hours. So how I usually do my fast, I wake up at 6 in the morning, and I usually fast till 12 in the afternoon. So I fast for a good 6 hours pretty much. But I build myself there. I started with a few hours and I worked my way up. So I usually have my eating window between 12 p.m. and 8 p.m. So that's where I have my big lunch, maybe some snack in the middle of the day, and my dinner. So that's how I was able to fit all my calories without any problem. So highly recommend to try it this way. And like I said, just work around and find what works best for you. I'm just giving you tools that you can implement for yourself. All right, guys. And last but not least for today, the power habit is the power of tracking. The power of tracking, especially when it comes to calories, lies in its ability to make the invisible visible. And look at this way. Let's take an example. You're trying to drive somewhere pretty far, to a new destination that you've never been before. Or maybe you've been there, but like 10, 20 years ago, right? And imagine you're trying to get there without GPS. You have no idea how many miles, you have no idea how to get, you don't know the route, you don't know how many miles you need to put, right? How much gas you need to put in your tank. So how far is this? And yeah, you might try to drive around. Maybe one day you'll find it, but imagine you'll get to the final destination. Imagine how long it will take you. Or compared to if you have GPS, you have exactly the specific route how to get there. You know how much time will get you there, and how much gas you need and how many miles. Same with the calories. If you know exactly your smart caloric deficit, if you know how much you consume every day and you track it, that's how you're going to get to the final destination of losing that 10, 20, 30 pounds of body fat. So by tracking what you eat, you gain awareness of and control over your diet, allowing for more informed decisions that align with your health and fitness goals. This practice is important for fat loss because it helps ensure you're in caloric deficit, the fundamental requirement for losing weight, guys. The principle, burn more that you eat and you lose weight, always works. But we're usually not good with that, or we're not following that accurately without tracking. Because you're thinking, oh, I ate just a little bit, a couple peanuts, like just handful of almonds today, had couple snacks here and there, but all of that adds up together, plus your lunch, plus your dinner, and you're at 3, 4, 5, 7, 800 calories over your maintenance calories. That's why you're not losing that weight. So please take this in consideration. Power tracking is super important. And I know a lot of my clients, a lot of people roll their eyes when they hear about tracking. Yeah, it might take some time to build up this habit, but like everything else, will take the first couple days, will be hard to track everything. But after that, when you build up the dairy, when you eat the same food pretty much on the daily basis, or you start paying attention to nutritional facts on the back of the food, you're going to be much more mindful about how much you eat with that. So here's the few tips also how to make tracking for fat loss easier. First, use the food dairy app. Leverage technology by using a food tracking app. Many apps have extensive food database and barcode scanning capabilities, making it easier to log what you eat accurately. There's a bunch of apps there, but I highly recommend. I've been using my Fitness Pal for like 7, 8 years. It's easy to use, even with the free version. You don't have to buy premium. And here's just the simple proof that I've been using for 7, 8 years on and off, but even for the last 135 days I have streak. So I've been logging my food even after using it for a long time for the last almost 5 months without stopping, without breaking streak. So I just want to show you proof that I'm practicing what I preach, and I always recommend it to all my clients using it. And it's just easy to navigate, easy to find food. Even when you eat out in restaurants, you can find pretty much everything in there. Next one, keep it simple. Focus on whole, unprocessed foods, which are not only healthier but also easier to track since they contain a single ingredient. Weight your food. Invest in kitchen scale, which is like $10, $15 on Amazon. Weighing your food is the most accurate way to determine portion size and understand the calorie content of each serving. So yeah, when you start tracking, you understand the serving size. Because before you would just grab from the bag and just eat, and you're thinking like, oh, I had like 5, 10 chips. It's not even one serving. But let's be honest, usually it's 2, 3, 4 servings you're getting out that bag or finishing the whole bag sometimes. And be consistent but flexible. Track your intake consistently, but don't stress about being perfect. Consistency over time is more important than precision at any single day. Seriously, guys, yeah, try to be consistent. This is really important tool. And again, I'm not asking you to track for the rest of your life, but this is super crucial. It's really important, especially the first stage when you're trying to shift your focus from losing weight and starting seeing those results. So ideally, at least you want to start tracking for the first like 60 to 90 days. And after that, if you start seeing results, maybe you can just eat the same food or basically without tracking because you know already, or you can make it easier afterwards by just building the habit. You're going to build the habit and it's going to be easy for you. It's going to be just part of your life, how it's became for me for the last 7, 8 years. I've been tracking without any problems. So start with tracking, be consistent, but don't beat yourself up if you fell off the wagon and you don't track for day two. Just get back on track. All right, my friends, thank you for your time and attention today. I really appreciate it. For any questions, any further questions or personal consultation, feel free to reach out to me in our Facebook group, Modern Hero Body, or on my Instagram, Flight Fit Performance. All right. Again, this was episode 1 of Mastering Nutrition. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.